End of the road. Top 5 49er players who have to step up now. Number 1, Spencer Burford. This may catch you guys by surprise. And for sure, he's one of those guys that I've actually had on my show a couple years ago when he was getting drafted. So the interesting part about him was he had a really good rookie season. He had a really solid rookie season. He came in competing for that starting job, and he took the starting job as a rookie, but then had to do some rotations with Daniel Brunskill. But then coming into his second year, you would think maybe he might be able to be a Pro Bowl guard or one of the best up-and-coming guards out there. He had one of the worst seasons by far. He was ranked at least among the worst starting guards in the league. So he was definitely having a sophomore slump by far, you know? But then you look at the way he played, man. He was getting beat from time to time. But as a run blocker, he is a great run blocker. That's one of his best traits. But as far as his chances, man, he'll make the roster. His better chances is he's probably going to have to be a backup at this point. Because there's going to be a competition between Dominic Puny and John Feliciano. But it's gonna get pretty intense battle right there. But I wouldn't rule out Puny taking the job, man. But Spencer Burford, man, he just has to redeem himself. He had a sophomore slump. Now he already broke his hand. He's already missing some most important reps during this type of training camp. So it's definitely going to get him behind a little bit. But he's going to have to catch up as soon as possible, or else Puny's taking that job. Burford has to really redeem it, you know? If he can go back to his rookie season form, then he should be capable of taking the other guard spot, you know? But as of right now, it's pretty much a huge question mark right now with Burford, you know? And I feel like a lot of people were surprised by my choice, you know? Why did I pick Spencer Burford for number 1 on this reason? It's because the offensive line has to get better, man. It's been one of our weakest spots. And Spencer Burford just hasn't really shown his case that he can fix that problem right now. But do I believe in the kid? I really believe in the guy. I think he needs to just get it together. And I think he will. I think this is more like a rebound type season. Sure, when you look at the Super Bowl, people were kind of pointing fingers at him for the block against Chris Jones and all that stuff. But let's be honest. Sometimes those miscommunications with your offensive line can be the downfall of it, you know? And even the offensive line coach even point himself and say it was his fault for not giving the communication towards those block plays, you know? It happens. Even Aaron Banks had that mistake. Quite a few players did. But you're going to have to point the finger on Burford for some plays? Sure. But he's a good run blocker. He is a great run blocker. As far as a pass blocker, he had a little bit of the worst grade right there. So he went from being a really good, solid rookie guard into one of the worst starting guards his second season. So you're just hoping maybe it's a sophomore slump. You're hoping maybe this guy can push back and get a starting role late in the season, hopefully. But best case scenario, he will make the roster. I don't see no way he gets cut, man. It would be a shocker if he gets cut. But I think he's more than capable of playing those 2 guard spots. And if not, he can play tackle. So he's got that versatility that the Niners really like. So I don't see no doubt in my mind. But he does need to prove something. He needs to prove to the 49ers that he can be the guy going forward. Because Aaron Banks is going to be entering free agency next year. And this is probably a chance for Burford to prove otherwise, you know? But then you look at Dominic Puny. He has to compete with him too, so we'll see. You know what I mean?